Hello, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I am in the Walmart parking lot and I'm just moving to a different spot. That's why I'm recording. I came for a pickup order, a very, very small pickup order, just milk, bread, essentials, water, things like that. But I decided we have extra eggs at the moment and I need to use them. So I decided I'm going to make scrambled eggs tonight, and I was thinking about doing some biscuits to go with it, and I normally would make biscuits from scratch, but it has been a very busy couple of days. My son's been sick and I am tired, and everybody will be leaving for church pretty soon, so I decided that I'm going to go in and get some of the frozen biscuits, or maybe even just canned biscuits, and I'm going to do that to go with the eggs for supper, so that I'm not having to mix them up and make them and do all that, especially because I already had to come and get the pickup order. But I wanted to show y'all what I'm working on. Okay, so several weeks ago I showed y'all this. I had started on it, but after I started on it, I realized that I was using this color palette, which is for black and white, and on the other side there's the color palette for the liver color, the brown, and I really wanted to do the brown instead of the black and white because my mom had a brown, the liver colored English Springer Spaniel when I was a little girl, and that's the one that this looks like, the one we're doing. So I decided to take it all out. So this morning, while my son was doing his homework, I took out all the stitching, and today I have gotten that much done. So it's coming along very nicely, very quickly. But I have to tell y'all a funny about my son. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my son has been really, really, really struggling. Really, really struggling. And I don't know how to help him. So we've had meetings with the principal at school. We have talked to his teacher. We've tried everything, and he just kept getting more and more behind. Just couldn't catch up. So this weekend we had a meeting, and then Monday morning he came home from school with a massive amount of homework. So I was like, okay, bring me your books. Let me see what you have. Do this first. Do this, do this, do this. He still didn't get it all done. And then the next day, he got in trouble at school because he didn't have his work done. But he sat in class and goofed off and got in trouble and ended up getting demerits for goofing off in class instead of doing his work, which I agreed with the teacher. He wasn't doing his work. He was daydreaming and playing. Gotta roll the windows down just a bit. It's getting warm in here. So I decided to sit with him last night, which if you look at my post, there was a picture of cross stitch that I finished. I've had a lot of time with doctor's appointments and other things lately that I've had a lot of time to work on that. And I started that plain one Sunday around 11 a.m. when I was not feeling well. I came home from church and I sat and cross stitched. I got it done last night. So 2 days, 2.5 days. Well, this morning, or last night, I was working on it and I was trying to finish it. So I said, son, supper's in the oven. I had prepped it before. I said, sit right there at your spot. I'm going to sit right here beside you and I'm going to cross stitch. You're going to do your work. And I'm going to look at you and tell you to get busy anytime I see you not busy. And at any given time, I would see him over there. Now, this isn't what he had because this is my snippers for my stuff. But I'd see him with whatever he had, whether it be the end of a pencil or an eraser that he was flipping up and down. Anytime I saw that, I took it away from him and put it beside me. No, do your work. A little bit later, I'd catch him with something else. No, do your work. Focus on your work. Quit playing with stuff. Quit getting distracted. Do your work. And besides that, I had made sure he had a snack. Then I fed him supper. I gave him some granola. Not granola, trail mix. That had all kinds of good stuff in it. And I told him, especially when I was doing his math, I said, while you're doing your math, you take one bite, a handful, put a whole handful, chew it, enjoy the flavor of it, do your math. You can't have another bite till that page is done. Y'all, it worked. He sat there, put a mouthful, did his whole math page in no time, and I was going, hey, that worked. So, next page, he did good. He got it done. This morning he got up, he finished everything. He went to school today, prepared, and I thought, okay, we'll see. Because I gave him one caveat. I said, son, if I find out that you go to school today and you're playing with erasers or you're making noise with something, I'm going to come to the school the next day. I'm going to put a chair beside your chair. I'm going to sit with you in school. And I'm going to make sure you're doing your work. And your teacher's going to support me because she wants you to do good. And his eyes got real big. I said, I'm not kidding. I texted his teacher. I said, I've let him know that if he doesn't focus and do his work in school like he's supposed to, I'm going to come sit with him at school and make sure he's doing his work. She said, okay. Oh, that'd be great. So, he's the only child in his grade because he goes to a really small private school. So, it's not like I'd be disrupting a class. Like, I could bring my cross stitch and sit beside him and be fine. So, today I texted his teacher about 2:30. I said, hey, how's it going? She said, it's been amazing. He has focused all day. He does not want you to come up here and sit with him. I was like, it worked. So, I got to run into Walmart now. Thought y'all might enjoy that story. Hope y'all have a great day.